So I want to welcome you all here again today for this special event that we have to honoring our graduating seniors. This event could not have taken place without the support of our principal, Dr. Edison. Dr. Edison, we want to thank you for your continued support of our program. You have always been here for us, and we are truly grateful for all your love and support. So thank you again. We applaud you. Every day at school, at the end of our second period announcements, Dr. Edison reads out the daily announcements. And at the end of the announcements, he always ends up saying, "Let's love, serve, and care for someone today." And this evening is our way of doing just that for our seniors. In fact, right now, our Let One, Nathaniel Snyder, on his own accord, wanted to honor you seniors with a little bit of a present, a little bit of a gift from him and his family, and he went out and purchased these Graduates 2020 just for you, and he colored them up for you. So how about giving him a round of applause for doing that? You know, and that's a little bit about what we do in this program, about how we are at University High School. So again, Dr. Edison, thank you for those wise words. We truly appreciate you. I also want to give a special thanks to Ms. Jones, our school nurse, who by her own hand made the mask that you seniors are wearing today. Thank you, Ms. Jones. We really appreciate you. Another example of love, serve, and care. I'd also like to thank and recognize all of our teachers, counselors, assistant principals who have put so much time and energy for the success, not only for our seniors, but to all of our students here at University High School. We are truly thankful for all you do for our students here. So on behalf of the Trojan Battalion, we want to thank all of you for your love and support, especially during this pandemic. I know it's been hard on a lot of you, and we'll get through it. So I'm gonna give a little bit of a different speech this year. Normally when I give my opening remarks at the annual award ceremony, I talk about the program successes over the year. Competitions won, total number of school and community service hours performed, special recognition of cadets, among other things. But this year is going to be a little different. Seniors, you have been dealt a difficult hand over these last 2 months of school because of this COVID-19. You have lost out on so much during your senior year. You have lost out on your cadet ball, award ceremony, prom, senior day, and most importantly, the absence of your friends on a daily basis walking the halls of University High School. And you have not been given a chance to say goodbye to your friends or your teachers. And seniors, I can tell you honestly that your teachers miss you, truly miss you. I've read many emails from teachers saying just how much they have missed you and are thinking of you on a daily basis. You are missed, believe me. We all have experienced something new during this pandemic. Many of you have faced many challenges during this time. I'm sure you have learned a lot about yourself over these last couple of months as well. And it's been a difficult time for some of you and maybe not so difficult for others. Nonetheless, whichever of these two you fall under, it's important to realize that during these challenging times is when you learn the most about yourself. The ups and downs, your strengths, your weaknesses, trying to figure out the best way to handle the situation. You have been punched in the face. And seniors, you know, I always tell you, 4 or 5 months before school is out, be ready because life's about to punch you. Well, you got it a little bit early. You have been punched in the face, as I said, but it's what you do now that could define who you are. Your character, by the choices you make now, could in the end define who you will become in the future. When diversity confronts you, how will you handle it? So instead of focusing on what you have missed, focus on the positive that has surrounded you during these challenging times. The time with your families, some with your friends, the support systems you have but sometimes forget. So seniors, when life does punch you in the face, it's a choice. What are you going to do? Hopefully you will get up and dust yourself off and keep moving forward, one step at a time. It's up to you to find a way to overcome the challenges that you have faced. And if you did learn something about yourself that you didn't like, Well, now it's the time to work on yourself, as many of us need to try and better ourselves as individuals. Times like these are certainly will test your character and faith. But from the very beginning, I have always said faith over fear, because I firmly believe God will get us through these trying times. And so, seniors, tonight is for you. We wanted to leave you with something special for your senior year, so that all is not lost and that you have something to look back on and talk about in years to come, because you will remember this time for forever. Hopefully you will look upon this time and remember that the love presented to you this evening. And lastly, to our current senior battalion staff, Cadet Battalion Commander Maria Nava, Executive Officer Brissa Dominguez, Command Sergeant Major Ashley Arocha, and Company Commanders Lisa Rios and Carlos Mares, thank you for all your hard work and commitment to the Trojan Battalion. It is greatly appreciated. And to all the rest of the seniors, thank you for your dedication to the JROTC program. You are dedicated, or otherwise you would not be here tonight. We are truly grateful for University High School and our community. I want to wish all of you the best of luck during this next chapter of your lives. And know that you always have a home here at University High School, the JROTC program. And always remember to find a way and make a difference and change the world. And of course, never forget, once a Trojan. That was weak. Always a Trojan. Thank you. Now I'd like to call up Dr. Edison to give a few words.
All right, thank you, sir. Just want to say thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. First Sergeant Montalongo, Sergeant Hayner, thank y'all for doing this. You know, First Sarge mentioned my motto of love, serve, care. I've always loved one of his mottos, and that's find a way. And that's exactly what he did tonight, was he found a way. While many things have been canceled, many things have just not happened, he found a way to make this happen tonight. So I think they deserve a big, big round of applause for finding a way, making this happen tonight. Thank y'all very, very much. So I know we're in unusual circumstances. I appreciate y'all and the social distancing and wearing the mask and everything else like that, just protocols we must follow to even have something like this. So thank y'all very much for doing that and coming out tonight under these circumstances. First Sarge, boy, I can tell you, nobody cares about kids like he does. He wanted to have something special for the seniors tonight, and he's doing that. So I appreciate being a part of this and being here tonight to be able just to say a few words, because I haven't seen y'all in a long, long time, and it's good to see so many of you here again. And so enjoy this night, savor this night, be safe, take care of yourself first and foremost, but let's have fun and let's celebrate our seniors this year. So thank y'all very, very much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Notice the shirt he's wearing? So now we want to bring up our current battalion commander, Maria Nava, to give her some remarks.
Okay, so good afternoon to our award ceremony today, okay? Although our senior year didn't end as we expected, it still was a good year. We had our first field day in a very long time, and I appreciate First Sergeant and Sergeant Hayner and my mom and dad for pushing me all 4 years. I can't cry, I have mascara. Thank you for the gray hairs. I counted them today. It's 5 gray hairs and 1 red one, okay? So that proves a lot. Although we had our ups and downs, we made it another year. And parents, thank you for your dedication, for waking up your kids early, really early at 5 o'clock, for bringing them to school for an event or anything. Although, to the staff seniors, I appreciate you for your hard work. I've been through this for 3 years. I enjoyed my first year, but this year I enjoyed it like it was my last. Okay? Although we didn't get to have our last cadet ball, or our last JROTC picture day, or our last uniform day, or award ceremony, it has been a pleasure knowing all of you, and I hope you all the best of the future, because now you graduated, and now we will all move on to bigger and better things. So thank you.
Thank you, BC. I appreciate you. And now we're going to move on to the organizational awards. It's not as many as normal because obviously those are for all cadets in the battalion. So we'll get started now. So our first award is the American Legion Certificate for Academic Excellence. It's presented to Maria Regalado with a GPA of 101.275. Top 10%. Our next award is also the American Legion Certificate for Outstanding Leadership in a Leadership Position. It's presented to our Battalion Commander, Maria Nava. Our next award is the Association of the United States Army AUSA Awards presented to Maria Regalado for her outstanding leadership and academic achievement. She also will receive a $300 scholarship with this award from the AUSA out of Fort Hood, Texas. The Citizenship Award for a Let 4 Cadet is presented to Maria Nava for completing the most community service hours in 1 year of 127 hours. Yeah, it's a Maria thing going here, right? I promise it's going to change. Next award is the Daughters of American Revolution Awards presented to Lisa Rios, and also a check for $25 for having demonstrated qualities of dependability and good character adherence to military leadership. Our next award is the Military of World Wars. It's presented to Brissa Dominguez for demonstrating outstanding leadership in military studies and academics. Our next award is the Military of Purple Heart is awarded to Saul Ceballos for his staff leadership and active participant in school and community events. The Military Office Association Award and a check for $150 is presented to Carla Mares for a high degree of loyalty to the unit, school, community, and country. The Reserve Officer Association Silver Certificate is presented to Andrea Lopez for her academic standing, high degree of loyalty to the units, school, community, country, and demonstrated exceptional potential and leadership. The Reserve Officer Association Bronze Certificate is presented to Mario Flores for his academic standing, high degree of loyalty to the units, school, community, country, and demonstrated exceptional potential and leadership. Dr. Edison, will you please come up, please? Now, normally when we give this next award, we give it out to all cadets at all levels, but being that it's for only seniors, our Superior Cadet Awards presented to each grade level that demonstrates a high degree of leadership, demonstrates selfless service above and beyond, maintains a high degree of academic performance, and overall represents a high degree of loyalty to her family, school, and community. This year's recipient, the 4-year cadet, is Maria Nava. At this time, I would ask that all Let 2s and 3s line up over here where you see Elizabeth, 6 feet apart in alphabetical order. All Let 2s and Let 3s. Receiving the gold medal, 2-year certificate of training, is Edgar Torres. He will also be departing for advanced training in the National Guard on 8 June 2020. And will also get his graduation stole. Next is our Let 3, Carla Mares will be receiving gold medal, 3-year certificate of training, and graduation stool. Next we have Jonathan Martinez, 3-year cadet, receiving gold medal, 3-year certificate, and graduation stole. Can I take? Okay, so I have a little story about Jonathan. Those of you that know Jonathan know he's a very loving young man. Sometimes he can be, give me the gray hairs, but at the beginning of the year, I had a meeting with all the seniors talking about school, talking about your next step, talking about college, what you need to do, this, that, and the other thing. I tell this story because I'm really, really proud of this young man. At the end of that meeting, he was literally crying. And some of you who were in that meeting probably remember that. And his words I will always remember is, I never knew any of this. Which hence is why that we have that meeting, because sometimes seniors are aware, sometimes they're not. As a result of that, I'm hoping as a result of that night, of that day, he is now going to be going to MCC in the fall. Oh, next, Sebastian Torres. Gold medal, 3-year certificate. He will be departing for advanced training on 26 May. He actually will not be here for graduation. But we still love him anyway. And last of our Let 3s, Christopher Villama. Gold medal, 3-year certificate of training, and a graduation stone. At this time, Let 4s, go ahead and start lining up in the same spot, please, in alphabetical order. Ariane, you're number 1. Okay, our first Let 4 cadet graduate is Ariane Alvarado, receiving a gold medal, 4-year certificate, trophy, and an Army pin. You gotta do push-ups first. You gotta do push-ups first. Congratulations. Next we have Luis Barrientos. Luis will be departing for the Army. When do you leave? The 16th of June. Active duty soldier. Gold medal, 4-year certificate of training, pin, and trophy. Next we have Saul Ceballos. He will be departing on 1 June 2020 for National Guard basic training. No push-ups. No push-ups. Oh. Next we have Baya here. No. Brisa Dominguez. She will be departing in August to attend advanced training of the National Guard, and in the spring attending Texas Tech University. Go Red Raiders. it that hard, then you made me think I misspelled your name.
See you later.
Next we have Sebastian Evans, also a 4-year cadet, gold medal, trophy, 4-year certificate, and a graduation stone. A little special note about Sebastian and his mom who's sitting over there. As you all know, we do a Make-A-Wish project every year, and his mom made handmade blankets for us to give away to every school for each of our feeder schools. So very thankful for her for doing that. We appreciate you. Next we have Mario Flores. Mario will be attending MCC in the fall. Congratulations. Next we have Andrea Lopez, 4-year cadet. She was our ace in the hole during 7th period this year. She will be attending MCC in the fall. Your hair's not in a ponytail. Next we have Jasmine Maldonado. She will also be attending MCC in the fall. Sergeant Hayner, give her a mask, please. Light color. Nice. Look back to that. Congratulations. I stand corrected. It's UMHB. Next we have our battalion commander, Maria Nava, who will be attending MCC in the fall. I wonder if I should tell them the story about you and the scholarships. So Maria was a little worried about, hey, am I going to be able to go to school? You know, money's a problem. I said, Mia, you know, let's take it one day at a time. You don't know what tomorrow holds. And so I got on the phone a little bit, and through the generosity of the Knights of Columbus from Sacred Heart Church, they offered her a $500 award or a scholarship to attend MCC in the fall. A day later, then she gets another $4,000 scholarship. And I says, Mia, what did I tell you? They don't believe her, Sergeant, for some reason. I don't know. Lydia Olade. She'll be departing for National Guard also in August. Next we have, a book almost fell over. Maria Regalado. Maria will be attending Texas A&M University and has secured scholarships in the amount of $38,000. Next we have Lisa Rios. Lisa will be attending MCC and has secured scholarships in the amount of $10,345. Smile. Next we have Leonardo Vasquez. Okay, Leonardo, make sure I got this right. You will be attending Texas A&M at Blinn College, or Blinn. He also has secured a $6,000 scholarship. And we have Ashley Arocha, our Command Sergeant Major. Pen? How about it, family? Let's give all your seniors a hand and, show them a little bit of love for everything that was taken away from them this year. Hopefully this will make up just a little bit. And now I want to turn the mic over to Sergeant Hayner for his closing remarks.
Good evening, parents. Thank you for being here. Dr. Edison, First Sergeant, for putting all this together. Hello, everybody out there in TV land. Normally, I'd try to give some kind of inspirational quote, but you guys never remember it the next year. What was it last year? That's why I love you. All right. But and then normally I got my big roll of paper and I trick all the let ones into making them think I'm going to talk for an hour. But tonight, since it's just you seniors, what I'm going to talk about is what I'm going to miss. Edgar Torres. I'm going to miss seeing you in formation with an unshaven face. And then First Sergeant telling you what's going to happen when you get to your unit. Your new First Sergeant will straighten you out with a quickness. Although he's not here, we still want to mention Matthew Floyd. He came to us late. But when I checked out his records, this guy was involved in everything. He was very active in the battalion that he was at. So I knew if he would have stayed with us, he would have made our battalion even better. Fabian Lopez, even though he's not here, I'm going to miss seeing him wearing all those rock band t-shirts. Made me go and look him up and see who they were and what they were playing. Carla Maris, I'm going to miss that smiling face. I don't think I've ever seen you a day without a smile on your face. Jonathan Martinez. Oh yeah. You might be skinnier than me. You might be younger than me. But never forget that day that I chased you down and I caught you while I was wearing my Class B uniform. But that was for a good cause. It was because we care about you and we want the best for you. I'm also going to miss giving you a hard time about keeping your brother straight. You're not going to be there. And now it's up to us to keep him on track. Nicholas Medrano, not here tonight, but just so you know, I checked his grades, and I'm proud to see that he's passing all of his classes, and it looks like he might get to walk across the stage. Jose Reyes, he's not here, but I'm going to miss his daily fist bump. Sebastian Torres, thank you for COVID-19 and social distancing. Now I don't need an excuse to keep you away. Oh, by the way, do you still have that blue dress? Because if we have the cadet ball next year, I might put you on a special invite. Special conditions, of course. Christopher Vielma, I'm going to miss that Assassin's Creed hoodie you wore. Ariane Alvarado, I'm going to miss getting on to you about your attendance, making sure that you're coming to school and doing your work. Oh, and by the way, get a haircut. Ashley Arocha, those curls, dang. What can I say? I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the battalion with curlier hair. Luis Barrientos. I'm going to miss you asking me what kind of salad I'm eating today. By the way, today it was a Caesar salad. And don't you still owe me Whataburger? Oh, you thought I forgot. Sal Ceballos. I'm going to miss the way you would answer yes. Always with a head nod. I'm also going to miss that work ethic of yours. You're always ready to do whatever we needed and to get the job done. Thank you. Bea. Even though she's not here tonight, first thing I'd ask her is what time did she get up today? When I asked in my Google Classroom what class she missed the most, she said 6th period, which was her JROTC class. But she only missed it because it was her last class of the day, and that meant she got to go home when she was done. Kind of makes me sad. All I can say is, gee, thanks. Brissa, boys are bad. So quit worrying about them boys. Go do you. Sebastian Evans, I'm going to miss watching you grow as a leader. The way you horseplay all the time, but then as you came up, you're not let for, and how you took charge of your platoon and kept those guys straight and challenged them every day. Mario, orienteering team, right? I'm going to miss watching the orienteering team walk across the finish line. Juan's not here, but I'm going to miss Juan trying to read and lead the class in the Cadet Creed. Yeah, it was funny, but he gave it 100%, and everybody in that formation was 100% behind him, no matter how he struggled. Tajban's not here, but if he was, he'd probably say, Sarheen, I need to run to the locker room. I got to get my shorts, because that's what he did every day we had PT. Only had 5 minutes to get from there to there and be on time. Andrea Lopez. Told you what? See, he's gonna be late. He's gonna be late to his own funeral. All right. But anyways, back to Andrea. I'm gonna miss teasing you about your eyes and calling you Twitch. Jasmine Maldonado. I'm gonna miss watching you at the football game, sitting in the crowd cheering. I looked back and saw an old picture of you and your sister side by side. Rosalba's not here, but I'm going to miss talking to her about her native culture and the history and how she was still being in touch with it, and also watching her with her little sisters. Maria, Nava, as BCU is, I guess. No, just kidding. You're a great BC, and I'm going to miss your organizational skills, and especially watching you argue your point with the first sergeant. Lydia Olade, a.k.a. Old Lady. I'm going to miss having you on the ARM team, and I'm going to miss watching you do your tandems. Melanie Rona didn't make it tonight, but I'm going to miss her quiet smile. She wasn't very loud, but she had a quiet smile. And I'm going to miss seeing her perform on color guards. Maria Regalado. I'm echoing what First Sergeant just said. I'm going to miss watching you rack up them dollars so you can go to college and graduate debt-free and go on and do great things. And then maybe someday come back and be a guest speaker at the Cadet Ball. Lisa Rios. I'm going to miss giving you a hard time about your lunch and all those healthy options, right? Yeah. Leonardo Vasquez. I'm going to miss watching you compete on the Cadet Challenge and coming in every period to check the board to see where your name was at. Fighting against Sebastian and everybody else on those run times and those push-ups and those crunches. But all in all, you guys have been a great senior class, and I'm really going to miss you. Go out and do great things. Like First Sergeant says, make a difference, change the world. Thank you.
Pretty cool speech, right? So what we're going to do now is the grand finale. Actually, I went ahead of myself. There is one more award that I give out at the end of the award ceremony, and that's the First Sergeant's Award. And I had a special little write-up for this, so I want to find it and read it for you. So the First Sergeant's Award is given for outstanding leadership and meritorious service in any grade level and any role in the battalion. This award can be awarded to any cadet from the first year to a four-year cadet who demonstrates a high degree of leadership, dedication, commitment, and selfless service to family, school, and community. The cadet does not necessarily have to be in a leadership role or position. It can be in the form of supported role as well. This individual took that role to a high degree and with great commitment and dedication to not only her school, but to her family as well. This year's recipient of the First Sergeant's Award is Cadet Major Brisa Dominguez. However, before we start setting up, we have a latecomer, as you saw him racing down the road. Mr. Tejavan Jones, come on up. Not sure why he came late, but I mean, and he will soon be leaving for the United States Army active duty, and they're going to have a field day with that hair, son. And so, seniors and parents, that concludes our award ceremony. We hope we added a little bit of excitement for your senior year, knowing that everything was taken away. So just know that we love you guys. We always have a home here, especially with our battalion. Well, thank you for being here. Parents, appreciate you.
Y'all want to start doing it?